Hello, my name is Chris and I'm a U-Haul hitch professional. Putting a hitch in your Dodge Durango can lead to some amazing adventures, such as biking, camping, or jet skiing. You can even tow a U-Haul trailer just about anywhere in North America. Now let me show you how to complete this install. You will need the following tools and supplies to complete this installation. We will start in the driver wheel well by removing this 7mm bolt. Next, we will remove 2 rivets by drilling them out with a 3/16 bit. Now you can pry the rivets out with a trim panel tool. Then remove this 10mm bolt. You can now remove the wheel well trim. Gently pry on some clips. You can now remove this screw with a 7mm socket. Repeat on the other side. Now you need to remove 2 10mm bolts from the fascia connected to the bumper beam. You can now remove 2 screws with a T30 Torx bit. You can now remove the 2 trim clips from each tail light. Repeat on the other side. You can now remove the tail lights. You're going to need a trim panel tool to help you pry outward on the tail light. 2 clips behind here as well as 1 under here. Now repeat for your other tail light. You're now ready to remove the bumper fascia. This may be a good time for you to grab a second set of hands. You will need to remove an electrical sensor connector. We're now going to trim the bumper fascia to allow room for the safety hooks to attach to the hitch. We have marked out an area. This is 10.5 inches by 2 inches. We're going to cut all this out. I'm going to now use a file to clean up all this hot, ugly plastic. It's usually helpful to push it forward. Back-to-back motions will create more plastic from the heat and friction. We're now ready to lower the exhaust. We'll use a strap to support the exhaust after we remove the rubber isolators so we do not damage it. You can use soapy water or lubrication and exhaust pliers, or potentially a flathead screwdriver or even a pry bar. Use your vehicle's provided jack set to lower your spare tire. We're now ready to remove the bumper beam by taking out 3 bolts with a 21mm socket. 1 is right under here and the other 2 are on the inside, and that's why we remove the spare tire. You can now repeat on the other side. Now to raise the hitch into place, I'm going to use this U-Haul exclusive hitch jack. If you do not have one, you may want to grab a second set of hands to keep the hitch lined up and straight while you fish wire the hardware. You can now install the provided hardware: bolt, custom spacer, a nut, and a conical tooth washer. The teeth on the conical tooth washer should face the plate of the hitch. Repeat on the other side. You can now torque the bolts to manufacturer specifications using a 19mm socket. We can now reassemble the vehicle, starting with the exhaust. Now that we're ready to reinstall the bumper fascia, we're going to use some blue tape. We're going to protect the paint on the car so we don't put any superficial scratches when we put the bumper back. Repeat on the other side. If you don't have a plastic rivet gun, you can get push type retainers at your local automotive store. You can take the provided zip ties to zip tie the plastic fascia back to the hitch so it doesn't wobble around on the vehicle. Now that the hitch is installed, we've pulled the vehicle on the level ground to show you some important measurements. This is a 2-inch hitch receiver. The pinhole to the end of the bumper is 4 inches. The distance from the ground to the top of the receiver is 20 inches. These measurements will help you determine the necessary length, rise, or drop of your hitch accessories like a ball mount, bike rack, or cargo carrier. If you have any questions about the products seen in this video, or if you'd like to schedule an installation with your local U-Haul hitch professional, please visit us online at uhaulhitches.com.